Yes, sir. We back at it. Just let it roll for a little bit, Rich. Just let that roll for a little bit. That's it. Make it good. Yeah, boy.
What's happening, man?
Man, back at it again, man. What's up?
Springtime is here.
It is, man.
The sun is shining. The trees is blooming or whatever they're doing. My allergies is
allergies kicking in.
You got to still be careful because people look at you crazy when you cough and sneeze, and you know it's all good though. We hey man, I'm feeling like we're gonna have some we're gonna be able to get some fresh air this year and be able to breathe a little bit.
Man,
how y'all feeling?
I'm feeling super hopeful, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Feeling super hopeful. Everybody keep the mask going on. We might be all right.
When do you think we're gonna be out of the mask, out of lockdown on mask?
Oh, I don't think it's gonna be a while, a little bit, but it feels like there's hope. You know what I'm saying? And people getting vaccinated and so on and so forth. And yeah, I mean, I just feel good. I feel like something that change gonna come is how I feel.
Now, is it because you think it's getting warmer? We feeling like this, or
I don't know what. I just want it so bad. I'm just ready.
I just want it so bad. Oh man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm with you.
I can feel it.
A little freedom.
Hey man, people getting too loose too quick, bro. People getting too loose too quick.
Oh yeah, Miami off the hook. I know y'all seen them spring break pictures going around.
Man,
that's what was
crazy.
Miami, Texas, they, do you, boo boo? I'm good. I'm gonna stay tucked in for a little while longer though.
Hey, we are getting out of here though. I'm looking forward to that. Next month we leaving. Yeah, we heading out to Mexico. We going to Playa del Carmen.
All right, that's what it is. We'll be in LA, so pray for us.
Y'all gonna be where the Clearwater, where you can see through the water, huh, Nick?
Hey, I just want to be by somebody's beach and water, so I don't care.
I heard that.
So,
how long you guys staying for?
4 nights, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 nights. Get away for the anniversary. 16 years.
16 years.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Parkinsons for 16 years and going and counting.
Yeah.
I remember when y'all was little pups, man. Just getting out from the porch.
Going to Kings Island together.
Yeah. It's a beautiful story. Beautiful story.
Man, 16 years, man. What's that feel like, man?
16 years. It's dope though. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's been that long, but it feels like it's been 16 years. Like, dude, we've gone through so much growth and just changing together. It's been dope. When I look back on it, I'm like, I would not be the same person I am today without being married. So it's been a beautiful thing. It's been dope.
Like being married made you a better man?
Oh, for sure. For sure. So it's been beautiful. It's been great, man. Loving every bit of it.
I know being married to my sister made you a better man.
Man,
tell me
you said it.
I ain't scared of her. I've been taller than her for a minute.
You still flinch though when she. Now, hey, being married to anybody from Detroit, and it's inner city Detroit. I ain't talking about nobody or anything like that. I'm talking about Detroit. That's a different. Hey, that's a different breed. That's somebody cut from a different cloth. So
we're a little different. We special.
Yeah, special in that special way.
Nah, you definitely are.
Nah, it's been good.
Definitely are.
It's been good. Been good. Yo, so did y'all do anything spring break wise? Any trips made? Anything going on?
Big announcement. I probably want to discuss this off the podcast with y'all, but definitely some changes coming up.
Some changes. Did you got a new car or?
That did happen. Yo, your car dope. What year is that?
Yeah, the Monte is an 85.
85 Monte Carlo.
85
all white.
All white with
that's dope.
The burgundy guts.
How long did it take you to get that together?
It's still coming together. It's a work in progress, man. It's been headaches and heartbreaks, but it's been a couple years. I kind of put it on the shelf for a little bit, but got the itch back this time last year, so I did some stuff to it. So it's slow crawling, I'm taking my time with it.
It's good stuff. I can see Rich doing car shows when he
Oh yeah, man. When I retire, I'm gonna just be chilling, man. Have a clean car and just be rolling across the United States. Posted up on it, like that's all I need.
That's dope.
But yeah, man, it's been a good introduction into the springtime, into the weather, man. That's been the biggest thing for me. We're getting through these cold months and the cold mornings and having to start your car up. Yeah, I'm over all that, man. Let's get some birds chirping and sunshine. That's what I'm on.
Yeah.
Yeah, cooking out back. How about that?
Oh, I've been doing that. I do that.
Yeah, we slid that. We slid that in a few times. It was cold, raining.
By any means necessary.
Just run outside, flip it, run back inside.
Listen, I'm trying to get to that status, bro. Trying to get to that status, man. That's what it is.
Now, with you, Greg, you said you getting out of here too, huh?
Yeah, man. We gonna hit LA for a short bit, man. Me and the wife gonna go out. We're gonna do some things with the church and have a good time, help some folk, do some things. That's it, man. First time in LA. So if you listen to the podcast and you from LA, I need some good food spots to hit. I need some good places to go. Let me know.
You gotta hit what's the one spot? The Roscoe's. We gotta hit that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to see what it's about.
One hood spot, man.
Yeah, what's that donut spot?
I want to say Pinks or Pinkies.
I don't know. They just got that big old donut on the top.
You talking about where Snoop Dogg did the video?
Oh yeah.
You want me to do the podcast from there too?
Yeah, if you can, sure.
Bonus points if you name that video.
Doggy style. Somebody, hey, Mr. Fact Checker, pull him out.
Yeah,
Mr. Fact Checker. Listen, dude. Hate being the fact checker guy.
Did you say fact or fat?
Oh, we going there?
Hey, I'm clarifying.
We going there? We going there?
Yo.
How y'all doing? We're doing on the challenge, man. What's up? Where we at?
Bruh, I went down 10, went back up 7, dropped 2.
Go.
I felt like I was in there playing spades.
Hey, y'all.
That brother reneged.
Just go ahead and run me mine in.
Oh man, where you at? Where you at for real?
I'm at about since we waited, I'm at about a good 15.
15. Oh man.
Oh, word! I might be able to still catch you.
Hey, it's been a hard fit. I had them back and forth moments too, but I'm sticking, man. I'm going for the gusto. Well, we got until June, right?
Was it June or July?
It's July.
Oh, y'all gonna push it out another month? I'm in.
Hey.
Hey. So let me go ahead and fact check.
Hey, I laid it up, and Greg was like, "Yeah, let me jump on that real quick."
Yeah. You gonna make that all right? Oh, so let me give it to you. It's actually Randy's Donuts in England.
Randy Watson.
Yeah, I know it's a hot dog spot out there too. I think it's called Pink's or something like that.
Yeah.
That's been in some music video. Yeah, Pink's hot dogs. They real famous out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And I think I want to say that was Doggy Style. If you listen to this and you know the answer, go ahead and throw that back at us, man. But we really want to know. But
that's it. Yo, since we in the food talking mode and we over here just hungry. Right. Let's jump into this one gotta go real quick.
Hit me with it, Rich. Hit me with it.
Where's that? There you go.
One's gotta go. One's gotta go. Remix. One's gotta go. One's gotta go.
Oh man! All right, one gotta go.
I
All
wish
right.
y'all can see this dance this man is doing.
Oh man!
What you got for us?
That brother's dance looked like it should have been on the verses this last week.
One's gotta go. Hit me with it, Nate.
Right.
What is it?
One gotta go.
Can't throw that out like that, real. Was that Ron Isley or not, bro?
Was that Ryan Isley, man? I thought that was Pop King.
Man, that dude. Oh, they got stand-ins for the verses now. Come on, bro.
Man,
Y'all stop, man. Come on. One
that
gotta
was
go.
good.
What is it?
Y'all
One
fooling.
gotta go.
All right, one gotta go. French fries. We got the classic, just the straight regular French fry.
Gotcha.
We got the crinkle fries. Classic if you 10 and under. we got the curly fries, which we might debate who got the best curly fries. And then we got waffle fries. One gotta go. French fry edition. Classic, crinkle, curly, or waffle. Who you got? Go ahead,
dropping
Greg.
mine out
Start us
first.
off.
I'm dropping mine out first. I'm dropping mine out first because last time, hey, we're going to drop it. Here we go. Classic got to go. I'm going to just start off with that. Classic got to go.
Classic. It's a classic. Why I gotta go?
Well, let me take that back. I'm sorry. I mixed them up. Excuse me.
So let's associate a restaurant with the fries so that we can, you know what I'm saying, so that we can make it relatable to the people.
Okay, so waffle fries we already going to know is going to be Chick-fil-A.
Okay, we can do that. Chick-fil-A.
Curly fries would be Arby's.
Yep.
Okay.
Crinkle fries would be White Castle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then classic fries would be what?
Mickey D's.
McDonald's.
Mickey D's. Okay,
McDonald's.
Cool. All right, so let me change what my vote was. I'm sorry. Now we associate them with restaurants. So off top, waffle fries are going to stay. Clutch. I'm talking about the way they scoop ketchup and the whole nine. You got to.
So well. You just head on there.
You just eat them out your hand.
That's what I'm saying. You just hit it with a scoop and move.
Dip them if you want, or you can squeeze it. It's so versatile.
He said versatile. So then the next one, listen, man. The only reasons I even go to Arby's, curly fries.
Oh, man.
That's it. They shouldn't even do where's the meat. They should just do where the fries at.
I'm gonna put y'all on game. So trying to eat healthier, right? We got the air fryer. Going through the frozen food section at Kroger, what do I see? In the French fry section,
curly fries.
Bruh, throw them bad boys in the air fryer for about 8 to 10 minutes, depending on your batch, how large the batch is, bro. They come out A1, bro. Like
nice and crispy.
Listen, them bad boys they bangers. They are bangers.
Oh man.
The crinkly fries. It depends on if you got to reheat them or not, because those are not going to work. Those are not going to work. Those are.
I don't know any fries. You got to reheat them. That's
Some Coney Islands give you them kind of fries depending on what you. I don't like them. I'm
okay with them if they got the right seasoning on it. Like you got to have the right amount of salt on that. But the classics, I'm good, man. I can do without the classic. I could do without the classic.
Without the Mickey D fries? People go to McDonald's just for fries. People do. Yeah,
but if you drop one in your car, it stays in there until you sell your car. Like they don't they don't dissolve, they don't do nothing. They just
you try to say
drop one of them in the car.
You can make a shank out of a fry.
All right, I'm gonna pass it off, man. Nate, who you got?
I got man, look, I used to love classic fries, especially McDonald's fries, but they changed stuff. They either switched the fries or the grease or something. I don't know. And it ain't the same.
You said the grease
or something. I don't know. It ain't the same. They don't taste the same.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It threw me off because like the association, right? So the curly fries, I used to love curly fries, but then when I was at college, I worked for Arby's, and to see the meat.
Hey, don't,
dude.
Stop. We talking about fries, Nate. We ain't talking about the meat.
It's just an association. I can't do it no more. I can't. No,
I know. Stop. Arby's will sue us. They do the same thing with Gorilla Glue. No, bro, we can't take an L.
Oh, please. Look, they know it's out there.
I ain't gonna
ask what the roast beef look like before it go in the oven.
I still don't want to know.
Oh my goodness, it's just that association.
Like finding out what the chicken nuggets that McDonald's made out of.
Putty.
I don't want to go there.
Man, but yo, Greg, I'm with you on the waffle fries. Waffle fries be banging, and I don't know why they seem so plain and everything, but I don't know. Waffle fries be banging.
I'm telling you.
I'm gonna make it simple and plain because this is probably like the first or second time we didn't actually agreed, but like it's simple for me. Crinkle fries got to go. Waffle fries is the GOAT. There it is.
Yeah, bro.
No, I can probably.
Curly fries a close second. Curly fries a close second.
It's a good mix to throw in there every once in a while. But yeah, I mean,
yeah, I can go with you on that because curly fries. That's what I feed my kids.
Listen,
that's not my go-to.
You really want to get good? Put the waffle fries in there with the curly fries. Just have an all-star special.
Hey, but honorable mention to rally fries, rally/checker fries. Back in the day.
Yes.
Rally fries are dope. Yeah,
it changed a little bit, but back in the day, them things used to slap.
Man,
yes.
You remember when they put the rallies on Georgetown Street? It was there. I was about, yeah. Man, it was dope like the first 3 weeks, but then
bro,
downhill. I wouldn't go there for nothing anymore.
No, we're not going to talk about that. Look, all right, we're going to jump past this. I do got to.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Speaking of books, man, I have just started to get into The Richest Man in Babylon. And, Rich, I mean, you said you wasn't familiar with it, but Nate, you said you were, right?
Yeah,
man. So it's a good book, man. And the book is really about like financial literacy and, really how to build wealth and how to make your money work for you. But it's told in a way that's like more of a story. And I always appreciate those types of books, man. But the stuff I've really been pulling from there, man, has been great. So I really wanted to kind of get into like, not everybody's been taught how to manage money. I didn't really start learning until maybe about 10, 15 years ago. So I started kind of a little bit late and behind the ball, but I really wanted to kind of get into like, what's going on with you all and money, man? How do you all, how did you start to really use money as a tool to build wealth? And where did it start from, man?
It's funny. I'm from the era that when you went to college, you had credit card companies standing outside and offer you T-shirts for credit cards. So I got plenty of T-shirts and a whole bunch of credit card debt in my time at the fine institution of learning that I went to.
Think about that. That don't even make sense. Why would you give a college student? Granted, some people may be well off than others, but why would that be a target audience? Like it's like
because we young and dumb.
Fresh.
Bro. We was young and dumb. I promise you, I had charged pizza and a whole bunch of stupid stuff that I was paying on. Like,
not only are you incurring the debt from school, you incurring more debt that you spending frivolously, and you ain't.
Yeah, and all I had.
That's why we have
my job, dude. My only job was like during those first few years was work study on campus. I worked at the library. My first job on campus was at the library,
and they only paid us $8 an hour.
It was something like that. I ain't worked that many hours, so it was crazy. It was crazy, but yeah. So combined with that, I didn't have a formal education of like what are the components of like being smart with your money financially. I didn't have a good grasp of like what a budget was. I didn't have a good grasp of like, I had no grasp of investments or like, or just putting things together, like, and being diligent with cash, man. I remember even in high school, man, I had a little job at McDonald's. We was talking about that earlier, where I didn't do that with I would work and get checks and put them on my wallet and just do nothing with it. And it just didn't have that forethought of like thinking about money beyond like today, or if I needed something today. And a lot of that, it carried over into the early part of my adulthood life, where I've had no problem working. I've always worked all my life, but I've not been good with money, and it showed up a lot in my early parts of my life. When I said earlier, getting married was one of the best things that happened. Yeah, when you got to become accountable with your stuff into somebody else, man. When somebody else is looking at your stuff and be like, bro, what were you thinking here?
Why'd you buy all these now and laters, Greg?
What were you doing here? And you got to answer that. You be like, oh, okay. I guess I gotta do better. Yeah, that was the big thing for me. So I don't even know if I answered your question, but that was the start of my money lesson for me. It was just trying to figure it out early, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I kind of rolled with the punches, and I made a lot of mistakes and figuring that stuff out.
Rich, what about you?
It wasn't until, within these last 8-10 years that I started learning, how money works and learning about different investment strategies and stocks and all that kind of thing, 401k, and just working to build that type of stuff. That's all stuff I learned just on the go and from talking to people and talking to my banker and just always trying to get more knowledge reading.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. You got a banker?
Well, at the branch, the local,
at the branch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you was at that status. You go in, hello, Mr. Lawrence, come on here to the glass room.
Nah, man. Well, it's everybody's banker, but yeah, I talk to the banker, not my banker, I guess I should say. So Greg don't get it mixed up.
You come in here with that shoebox money. I'm your mama. I'm your daddy. I'm the.
Hey, bro, you're stupid. But yeah, I mean, it's just making sure that you don't put all your eggs in one basket is like the number one thing that I learned about finances, and then just kind of growing and learning more about how to invest and how to be smart with money. But yeah, it's been a journey. There's been some oopses and so on, some lessons learned in between. But I mean, I ain't doing too bad. We're not doing too bad.
Yeah. I know for me, man, it like some of the big lessons I learned or the first thing I really thought about with money was that spending. I know that's bad, but I never had that concept of save because I never saw it. My mother, it was always, we living just close enough to the edge to make sure everything is working.
Robin Peter to Paul, they used to say.
Yeah. So
I've heard that before.
Yeah, I never saw it. I never saw money stacked. And it wasn't until, again, being accountable for other people's. Mine wasn't a wife at the time, but starting to see kids, early in my life, or having kids early in my life, it made me start to be like, oh, because one of the realest situations I was in at one point in time in my life was that when I had the kids, I took them to McDonald's and only had $4. And I got one a burger and a fry and a water, and the other one a burger, fry, and a water. And when my son looked at me and he was like, can I have some more? And I'm like, I can't get you nothing. That was a real check for me. And it was like, all right, man, you have to figure this thing out and figure it out quickly. So it took me time to learn the importance of saving and then creating the discipline and the systems to be able to save. Because now it's like, yo, if anything goes wrong, man, all this stuff falls back on you. So let me ask you all this: like, what tools and things are you all using, or what strategies are you using to save money, man? Because because a lot of people say, going back to Rich's point, I'm robbing Peter to save Paul. I don't have that ability to be able to save money the way maybe somebody else that I'm not making enough money. What would you tell those individuals?
Dude, for me, one of the biggest things, because I was in a position, or we were in a position, say me and my wife, we're in a position where we were doing everything that we can as far as, trying to save or like trying to minimize bills and things like that. And it got down to like bare minimums. And I got to a point literally where it was like, you can't save no more. You got to make more money. So that was a position where I started looking at my career. I started looking at the job that I was going after, what I was doing on my job. And I had to figure out how to increase my income. And some of that included, I've done side jobs. I've done everything from, I've done like, what's it called? Delivery, like grocery deliveries. I've done, I started my own business I had my own cleaning business for a minute where I was doing cleaning on the side. And that was the biggest thing. It was like, I got to a point where I was like, look, I can't squeeze nothing else out of this turnip. I gotta increase the flow coming in. And it started out with side hustle, side business, increasing that income so that we can have margin to save more and to have more resources to do things. And then I got to a point where, on my job, I was able to, elevate my income and progress in that way. And that helped. So yeah, a big thing for me was just in saving. There's only so much you can do to save for a moment. You have to get to a point where you have enough coming in that you can have margin to do something else. And that was the biggest thing for me.
Rich, what about you, man? If somebody was listening right now, man, and they like, hey, man, I can't save money. I don't know. I'm not making enough. What would you say to them? That was Weiner, if you didn't catch it.
The biggest thing I would say for me, or that worked for me, was, identifying all the debt that I had and just looking at, what do I owe people? Getting rid of as much debt as you can, or minimizing the debt. To do that, I listened to Dave Ramsey. There's a couple different things that I kind of follow with him, but that snowball, man, it works. Just, kind of, I don't want to get into it and reveal his secrets, but, I think that if you discipline yourself and just kind of create a system on eliminating your debt, it's going to progress, or you're going to notice that, you have more money freed up. So you don't have debt hanging over you, and you're not trying to pay down that debt that's hanging over you. You can now transition that into saving and, putting money away. But it's important to make sure you keep your living within your means of what you, not of what you make. Try to live below your means if you can, but just keep those expenses down, and then try to remove the debt to help you get to the point where you can save.
Yeah, man, because there's some tools out there that'll definitely help you. My wife, she's big. She was the saver, like in the group. So I've learned how to save from her. And some of the things we started to do together was like just downloading stuff like the Digit app, where it starts to pull a little bit of money that you don't notice. And you can set that amount, right? You can do it from change to $5, $10, $15, whatever. And they just randomly start pulling stuff out daily. So we ended up like being able to go on a trip because we both were using the Digit app. Acorns, everybody already knows. Robinhood, everybody kind of already knows. Those were things I started to use. What'd you say?
I said E-Trade.
Yeah. Yeah, so I started using those things to start to do it. But one of the concepts I really started to do was I went and opened up a bank account that I couldn't access easily. Because again, I'm not that super disciplined person. So I had to create a system that circumvented my need, my undisciplined self. So I went and opened up a bank account somewhere else and then started doing a direct deposit from my check to that bank account. And because I couldn't access it and I didn't get the debit cards or any of those types of cards that would access the account, I looked up and man, money was starting to stack like this. So to that point of being disciplined, sometimes you just got to be real with yourself. If you know you're not the most disciplined person, you may have to just create systems. Yeah. Create the systems that will make you do these things. And it'll be, everything will be put in place. What was your worst financial either experience or something that you invested in, like whatever it was? What was the worst situation you've had with money that involved money? Let me say it that way.
I think for me, it was probably just earlier on, getting a car and then thinking I could move to another city and state and not have a job lined up and continue to pay for that car and not be able to maintain the necessities to keep that car. It was, cars are liabilities, just from jump. As soon as you pull it off the lot, its value decreases and so on and so forth. But, sometimes being eager and being, impatient, you end up in situations where, you lose even more. So, I found myself in one of those situations and, just that really helped me and humbled me because, when you go from driving a, pretty much newer car to having to put together a 1978 Oldsmobile Delta 88, then you put some things in perspective and, that was probably one of the biggest situations that helped readjust my appreciation for finances.
Said, that stuff that told me you change up real quick, didn't it?
Nothing like a repo.
At least they let me get my stuff out, bro. I was like, can I get my stuff at least?
Talk about it, man. Talk about it.
Being real, bro. I'm being like that. Well, I shouldn't have gotten myself in that situation, but it needed to happen. It was a lesson learned, and yeah, I'm here because of that. I'm here today because of that. It didn't break me. It didn't take me off the map. So,
all right, that's what's up.
Yo, that's similar. Yo, it's like you said it. That whole rob Peter to pay Paul. We've been there, and when you're trying to juggle and something happens, like it's the biggest thing for us is didn't plan much early. We didn't plan much early. So like when you got things, you're juggling things and you're not keeping a good system of what's going out, what's coming in, and you miss one and then you still trying to juggle and you miss another and you still trying to juggle and you miss another. Yeah, that was a big thing for us too. That happened too, that we had a car repossessed. So that, yeah. And it's embarrassing. It's very humbling. Like all of that, we've had all those kind of things happen, and it does it. And for me, I didn't have something really to fall back on. Right. We had man. Nah, that's not the one. The one is when your wife is pregnant, right? But nah, she wasn't pregnant at that time. We had just had our first son, and I lose my job, and the place that we had just moved into, we can't keep. And I'm still trying to find my job. I'm still trying to find a job, and I got to move in, not only with my in-laws, but I got to move into one room, all three of us. Now, as a man, that truly sucked. And yeah, it was a piece that we went through. I can extract good out of it, but we could have, like, if if I had been more diligent and planned, we could have maybe avoided that type of situation. Mm. If I planned for the future early on in our marriage. But yeah, we were in that situation, and it's not a feel good. I don't feel good at all. Not one bit. Mm. So the lesson that I learned out of that was, always, if nothing else, make sure that you got a roof over your head and you can get to work. No matter what, make sure you got a roof over your head and you can get to work. We can figure out the food piece. We can figure out entertainment. We can sing and dance ourselves. We can PBS Kids it all day with the free channels that come across the air. We can do all those things. Even if I have to walk, I can walk to work, and I've done that before. Did the bus thing. Mm-hmm. Like do what you got to do, but make sure that I learned to make sure you always are taking care of your shelter. Make sure you got a way to get to where you need to get so you can make money. Yeah.
I think for me, man, my worst one was, and Nate was a part of this one. Me not understanding what my responsibilities are when I sign a contract to have a house. Or because not understanding the details, of not paying attention to really, what does this rate mean? What does a fixed rate mean? What does
what's an arm?
What's an arm? Like going into that thing blind and just saying, hey, okay, yeah, I can just make it happen. Going back to one of the points that Nate had made, just winging it, not really studying, not really knowing what my salary at the time or my paycheck at the time could actually cover, not knowing what that percentage I should be living off of compared to like, if I'm making $800, maybe I should be looking for a house or an apartment that only is about $200 or $300. I mean, I need to go to a $400 one. So just understanding like how to live off my money. And I feel like that was my biggest mistake because it took me almost 12, 13 years to get up out that mess. I was in that bad boy in that situation for a grip. And it turned into just a bunch of mess. So, really understanding what we're getting ourselves into when we are taking on loans, taking on any type of debt, whatever, just making sure that we're really aware and in tune with what is going to be asked out of us. This is probably the biggest lesson I took away. So it sounds like all of us were in that whole situation of really not understanding about, not really being really financially literate. Like, what are you doing now with your kids that was not, that you didn't really, have somebody do with you? Like, how are you helping out the next generation?
Well, I think for us, we're having some more conversation. I think maybe in the era that we grew up, I don't remember a whole lot of in-depth conversations. There were a few. I mean, I know my parents paid bills. I know, stuff like that happened and, we were taking care of all that stuff. But some of it might have been me paying attention. Some of it just maybe the conversations just didn't happen as in-depth as it could have. But starting to have those conversations and then including them. My oldest son right now, he's at a point right now where he is he wants to get a job this summer. And I told my wife that before he does that, I want him to go through a class, and which is dope. Like one of his electives for next year is financial planning. So like his actually in school elective is teaching him how to handle money, which we didn't have any of that growing up. And in my space was that there was not a class that taught you about money that was offered in high school. So having them to be exposed to that, getting some resources in front of him. We bought a book from a guy that we know. He wrote a book with the purpose and intent of teaching younger Black men or younger men how to handle finances. So we got to go grab. We got to go grab that for him. I don't have it with me right now, so I can drop it in the show notes. But yeah, we bought a book for both of our boys to do that. So biggest thing is just trying to give them education as much as possible before they have real money.
Okay. All right. And Rich, come in your corner. What's going on, man? You teaching them how to keep the shoebox money?
Yeah, we got the shoebox money. You know, we gotta have that. Got to keep that stash. You know, keep some under the mattress just in case for rainy days. You know, but nah, for real. Conversations, man, is just being open and answering questions. My son's real curious anyway, so he asks certain questions. His concept is still a little off of money because he's still under the impression that what little money he gets, he can go to the store and, we teach him to save and stuff like that. But he wants to spend it when it burns a hole in his pocket, as they used to say. But at the same time, he also wants mom and dad to spend their money sometimes and try to hold on to what he got so he can get other things. And it's just teaching him that balance. When he gets $5, putting $4 up, and then just spending that dollar on something and keeping the rest and putting it away. Just little stuff like that, right now. But we're also teaching him that, he can, even right now, he can start a business. He can generate or create something for himself to where he can start making money now. And he sees my wife doing, running her business and working her business. And so it's just, him watching her kind of deal with, the money aspect of that and just balancing everything out. He sees it and he's watching it. So it's a lesson learned for him. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah, man. So people might call me cruel for this one, but I taught the kids how to earn their own money. One of the things I did with them early was I started to teach them, you got to figure out ways to get what you want. And we did that by making them pay their own way to Disney World. This is at 8 and 5, right? So we taught them the concepts of business early. And what we did was we basically bought their candy, and we bought candy and we made it like, hey, you know what? We're going to front you this candy, but we want our money back. This is how much we paid for it. Whatever else you have after that is profit. So they started learning at an early age how to have their own business, right? So that was one thing we started doing. And then now what we're doing is that we are giving them, their allowance, just maybe like $10, $20 a week. And all right, you got to budget this joint. And when we go out, that doesn't mean that we paying for you. So, those little small concepts, but we're also wanting them to understand one of the major concepts is that, and this is going back to the book of The Richest Man in Babylon. They were like, yo, you should be paying yourself at least 1/10 of what you earn before you pay out anything else. You should be paying yourself a piece of this money that you own. Right. So that's why I was like, man, maybe we need to talk a little bit more further and just kind of open it up. They're not at that point where they're ready to read Dave Ramsey yet, but trust me, I'm going to throw that at them.
Yeah. They got a kid version, though.
Yeah. Oh, do they?
Yeah. And they still teach. I mean, you could teach the basics, you know what I mean? But they do got a kid version of it.
So, yeah, I'm definitely with that. How would you rate your money management, man, on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being like you are Donald Trump in it. How would you rate your money management skills?
I'm about a 6, just because it's a lot I'm still learning on the whole investment side of it. But when I'm tight, man, when it comes to money, I like what I like. I put whatever aside to get the things that I want or that I like, and I take care of the necessities. But for the most part, man, it's just I'm learning how to make the money I have grow and not just be okay with living. I'm beyond it, but living check to check or just living off the bare necessities. You know what I mean?
Nate,
Yeah.
man, come on.
So look, I probably say that about the same, about 5 or 6. It's been a transformation in the mindset for me. Like from everything that we did from the beginning, and just all the struggles we had from the beginning, there's a mindset that you gain about money, and it becomes you could call it a poverty mindset or a broke mindset. And I'm learning how to look at money totally differently now. So that mindset is changing how I deal with money.
How are you looking at it now?
Now it's more so here. Look, before it was worrying about every dollar because I have to figure out how to, like I said, that juggle thing, right? I was figuring out how to strategically make moves so we have our necessities. Now we're just in a position where the concept of wealth building, the concept of like really being in a place to leave a legacy, not necessarily, I don't know if it's an inheritance or not. I don't know if I want to leave an inheritance yet like that, but leaving a concept of, what patterns of legacy, and being able to really look at what wealth building really looks like for real wealth building, not just having nice things, but like the stuff they talk about. There's a book I read earlier this year called The Millionaire Mind, where it talks about the mindsets of modern, just regular millionaires, not Fortune 500 people, but like regular people in cities that are millionaires, but you will never know because they're not on TV. They're not the flashiest. They're not
still work jobs too.
Yeah, they work jobs. They invest in real estate. They do regular stuff, but they have this kind of mindset that pushes them into the multimillionaire status. So that's the biggest thing for me is that. So I'm in that process of making that switch from like, we're not just surviving. We're not just getting by. We're not just doing good. Let's get to this place where we're building.
So you move past surviving to striving and thriving. Am I hearing that accurately?
Yeah.
And energize. No, I just wanted to get on the rap session. That's good stuff though.
Nah, what about you, Rich, man? Like, what are you putting into your head to make you, get this money right?
Oh, you gonna answer the question?
Who?
You gonna rate yourself?
Oh, I didn't rate myself?
Nah, you gonna rate yourself.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, host.
My bad. I was ready to keep it trucking. I rate myself about 5.5. 5.5. Right now, every time I see Burger King, they taking my money. But I'm getting better, man. I'm packing the lunches. This is why I'm losing the challenge, but hey, I'm getting better. I say about 5.5, and it's really because I have very low discipline when it comes to money. So I have to create systems. And that's been the thing for me, is just creating the systems to put in place to help me be better with that.
Trust the process.
Yeah. But see, if you make it to where it's automatic and you don't have to think about it, it's even better, man. I'm telling you, like,
you second guess it. You don't stress about it. You just.
Yeah. So like one of the things I'm doing now is like, you know what? I take my whole check. I only leave, like I learned this. You should have about 5 to 6 different bank accounts. And so I may have a bank account for.
Gotta have somewhere to put all that money, huh?
They coming for me, Rich. They coming for me.
I've heard of that strategy. I mean, it's a good strategy in a sense where you have a bank account for like your regular bills, right? Then you have a bank account that you can spend out of. Then you have a bank account you save for, right? You have those different accounts.
But even going as far as like, I got a bank account for the car. So anything I got to do maintenance wise or, upkeep, I got a bank account for home decoration. So like anytime Alyssa's like, hey, let's go and let's get this and this, or hey, we need to get a new picture, or whatever it is. What do we have in there? And then if I can't spend at least, if I don't have 3 times as much as it costs in that savings account, we can't get it. So if something costs $50, I at least got to have 150 in there.
You ride by Burger King like, oh, I can buy 3 Whoppers.
Chicken nuggets, baby, $1.49.
Oh man,
that ain't cheap.
10
for that pressed meat. Oh man, yo, here's some. This is out of left field, but hey, we're all married, right?
Oh Lord.
When you got married, did you mix your money or did you have separate accounts?
Oh, we are.
Was it separate accounts that they knew about?
Either way,
okay.
Mr. Shady.
Go down there. Go ahead.
Yeah, we had everything joined together. It took some communication about why we should do it, but we got to that point.
What about you, Rich?
For me, we had we everything was in the main account, was connected, but then, I for the longest took care of majority of the bills and everything. So there was an account that, everything that was bill wise came out of that account. So which I mainly manage, but I mean, access to everything is there. Ain't no sense in trying to hide money and tuck money because, that's just an argument or a fight waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something we did from the jump. We combined forces, one account. Everybody has access, which caused some very interesting conversations. But hey, it's good to have that accountability.
Credit card is different though. I mean, that's
yeah. So that it was an evolution too, right? So we started out everything together. And then as time went on, we were like, okay, you need to have something of your own. I need to have something of my own. And then we've done that. So as you said, Greg, there are a number of accounts, but we have a main account that covers household. Mm-hmm. Then everybody has their own account.
Yep. Let me ask you this. What was the dumbest thing you spent money on that you look back and you was like, dumb, like should have never done it?
Oh, we already
not like it hurt you, but just something like, you know what, I bought 150 chicken nuggets. That's what I'm talking about. Like something funny. Like the one thing you bought, you was just like, man, I was dumb for doing this, man.
Greg was like, he bought 75 large fries from McDonald's trying to win that Monopoly money.
I try to pay people in Frosties. That's what it was.
Real. That Monopoly blew some people up. Like people was in shape before Monopoly McDonald's hit.
Man, they was buying large fries, large Cokes and everything, trying to win. Dude, y'all gotta look. Yeah, y'all gotta look.
Large fry.
Man, y'all gotta look up this comedian. I'll send it to you afterwards. But no, this comedian, he did a joke on that. Hilarious. Oh my God.
Stupid, man. But honestly, what's the one thing you was like, man, that was the dumbest thing I could ever buy?
Yeah, what was the dumbest thing you ever bought, Greg?
Yeah,
dumbest thing I ever bought.
From Boston?
What?
What was the dumbest thing I've ever bought? Oh,
I know what mine is now. Now that you
go ahead, you got yours. Go ahead, drop it.
I'll say one of because it probably ain't the dumbest. I remember back in the day, I brought some rims from my brother, and I didn't even have a car. That was dumb. Remember that, Greg? He sold me some rims with some blew out tires on, and I didn't even have no car.
And he knew you didn't have a car?
I was going to get me a car and put them rims on it, whatever it was, bro. But I had...
Dude, Greg, that reminded me. Dude, you remember we went and picked up... I
forgot all about that, Rich. I forgot all about that.
Greg, you remember that one. Greg, you remember we went and... we was living in Newport. We went to pick up tires. We went to a junkyard and you picked up tires. and then bad boy, the rims didn't even fit on your car. She ended up dumping them out at the garbage.
Oh, whoa, wait! Illegally dumping tires, are we?
Yo.
Hey, but yeah, I ain't had no car. I ended up selling them, so I recouped. But yeah, horrible decision.
I'm mad that you even.
He was like, I was gonna kill him with these.
Yeah, on my 2022 or it wasn't no 20. It was 2002 probably.
Dude.
Oh man, I'm mad he sold it to you though.
Dude.
Hey man, it was just a brotherly exchange, man. I was one of them, bro. Yeah, for real. I think I did ask for them.
You're like, what you about to do with these? Sell them, get rid of them? For real? You don't want them?
Run me them, bro.
So nah, man. I mean, I guess Nate told me mine because I literally forgot about that whole buying tires and they didn't fit. So you can hit me with it. Won't. I'll take that one. What about yours, Nate?
You're stupid. It was me going with you for that one. Dude, I don't know. I can't think of that. Dude, I got 4 kids. I can't think of past last week. So
Action packed every day, huh?
With these 4, shoot.
It is. Just joy alone.
Man.
Oh man. All right, so we about to wrap this bad boy up, man. What's some books somebody, if they really want to try to get their life right, really try to get some financial literacy on, they try to get their financial literacy on, what book should they start to get into? I'm going to tell you off top, Richest Man in Babylon is definitely a winner. Also, shout out to my girl, Rika Claycomb. She's written a book about broken legacy, how to create.
She wrote
excuse the Kentucky in me, but she wrote.
Hold on, all of us don't claim that.
Hey, you gonna rock with it today? You with me? How do you create a financial end game? So definitely, those are some good ones. What about you all?
I keep it simple. My first book that helped me with finances was Rich Dad Poor Dad. And it's something that it translates from the old to the young. I think it can help any and everybody. So yeah, that's one place.
I forgot about that one. That was a dope book. That is definitely mindset shift. That plus, we already talked about it on here. Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace. It's the book's called Total Money Makeover.
Yeah.
Get that book. That is a great book because it's practical. You got practical steps in there for you to get out of debt.
I think those books go hand in hand too, for real.
Yeah.
You got the mindset piece, and then you got the actual, put it into action piece.
Yeah, and then the other book that I read this year, it's based on research, but it's a good book to kind of shift your mindset from if you've gone from struggle to actually move to a new place. How do you actually build this wealth mindset? But The Millionaire Mind, that's a dope book.
Another good one is The Purpose of Money. What money is really supposed to be for. So that's a good one as well. So
10 Times Rule by Grant Cardone too is pretty solid.
You know what? I got that book and haven't read it yet.
It's you might want to check it out. It goes. I mean, he goes into some other stuff, but it's a good.
Grant Cardone's a beast. I like him.
Yeah.
All right.
Check it out.
Look, man. This is gonna close us up on another episode. Rich, man,
we're gonna get the benediction.
Got you, baby. Got you, baby.
Humble your hearts.
With all minds and hearts clear. Rich, where can they find you at?
Rico Larry 313. Everywhere.
Nate the Great, where they finding you at, man?
Yo, he on a quest every platform.
All right. Catalyst Trainings is where you can find me, every platform. But, hey, look, get your money right so your mind can be right, or reverse that. Get your mind right so your money can be right. How about that? All right. We're going to close out another episode.
Stay away from Burger King, Greg.
And we